Okay, so we're inside the car right now, and as you can see, this is not really how you'd envisage being inside a flash car like a like an Aston V8 DBS. I mean, these cars started out life as the DBS in the 60s. Grew an extra set of cylinders, an awful lot of power, 340-ish brake for what it is. Now, look pretty bloody smooth, to be quite fair. At the minute, it looks pretty bloody rough. There's nothing left in apart from the centre console. Some of the original carpet, and I believe the carpet's all original. It's all vinyl trimmed, or say all, a lot of it's vinyl trimmed. The seats are a fantastic leather. They need a small refurb. No big deal really. I'd rather keep the seats as they are with the refurb to keep some originality. A fantastic dashboard, if I can just show you. In there, really classic dashboard, very clean. All the relevant gauges, all Smith's gauges, which I really like, coming from a bit of a classic car kind of a line, to and clean. But everything's stripped out of it at the minute. As you can see, there's a bit of a mess in here really, because I've got stuff, lots of stuff, cables and stuff hanging everywhere. But very clean footwell now. I do need to tidy up and spray the inside, just re-black it, but that's just for cosmetic purposes. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. But when it comes to re-trimming it, I think that the vinyl and the back seats especially are in fantastic condition, and I might keep the back seats as they are, at least for the time being. But in terms of re-trimming the carpet, the dashboard, and stuff like that, the dash is, well, it's covered in dust and tools, but it's in good condition. But it just doesn't cut it in 2021. Wow. In terms of the quality and what it should look like. So I'm thinking, when it comes to putting in back in the headliner, the old one's some god awful green cloth which is going mouldy in my workshop. We can have a look at that. And the sun visor's green. Who the hell thought green with red carpet and black mixed vinyl and leather was good? I mean, come on, we need to do something about that, and we will do. So it's gonna get sprayed. I've got some welding to do. I've got to replace the side of the driver's door. I found that some of the well, actually the reality is there that just the design was crap. You've got a sealed door, water's obviously going down inside, there's a couple of drain points, but the low point seemed to have been anywhere where there wasn't a drain point. They've either been very successful, but the rest of it's a sieve. It's getting chopped off, it's getting replaced. I considered replacing the door skin on the outside as well, but it's original, it's part of the original car. I don't need to, it doesn't affect structure. Whoever sprays this will probably do a lot better getting some of the original bumps and scrapes out. And then to me, it's just more originality is better. It's why I've made some of the decisions about repairing floor pans rather than replacing the whole thing. I'm sure some people have got opinions on that. On the one hand, the colour's not going to be original. The wheels aren't going to be original. It should look very good because of that. The original cars look very, very good. It's why I bought it. But why not try and keep it, you know, I could have a full body off rebuild, strip it down to bare nuts and bolts, and put it back together with new parts, and it's a new car. It's not the original car, and that to me is one of the big things. I'd rather keep as much originality in it as I can, to the point where actually the garage, who did the wing work, they chopped off some fairly large sections, and I thought they were going to remake them all. In the end, they just replaced the bottom sections, the bottom of the chopped off sections, in terms that they repaired what needed repairing and then put it back, which I think is better. The cost of doing that seemed dramatically high, but in terms of the outcome, the panels that are there now look very good, and they're well lined up, and as much of it as possible remains original to the car. I think that you start making a mistake if you strip these things out completely. Obviously, if your steel work is up and the aluminium work is in such a shite state that you can't repair it. It's not going to last for a significant amount of time through good treatment and coatings. Then there's no point. You've got to know when to draw the line. And the sills in this car, that the line was there. There was just nothing worth saving. But there was no point going right across the floor pan of the car either, for the sake of modernising it. Okay, so as I say, the inside is going to get trimmed out new. Not quite sure what. Advice more than welcome. Any questions, welcome. But I think it will bear all the original features of the inside of the car in terms of the dash, the clocks. The only thing in here that isn't new, and I would really like one of them modern classic style radios that you can get, but is replaced the Pioneer stereo down there. If I'm going to keep that, I don't even think this has got a CD drive. I've never played it. I don't think it's even been switched on, to be quite honest with you. But if it's going to be something like that, then I've got a better one that I had in my old Vauxhall Cavalier when I was a kid. So we need to do something a bit smarter there. But otherwise, it should be original, but modern and well built. Not quite so tatty. The red carpet, very nice carpet. I thought I was going to keep it. Just doesn't cut the mustard though. It's not there. It needs to feel better. It needs to feel really robust. All the rattles and shakes that you get out of a classic car really need to go away. Not going to be going for something that's completely insane, clearly mental in terms of, really up to date modern. It's got to play its part. It's got to look like a 70s car, but with the quality and the class there. So there we go. Next, talk some rust.